get rained out. So we intended to leave on Saturday and go there. So we went last night. Justin goes, Kylie, is your target feeling funny? And I was like, so? So we pull over at Casey and he's like, yeah, nice the pressure in your tire. I'm like, oh shoot. So we were a little late, but everything was fine. And it was fine. It was good. It only good team. I don't think it was bad. It was like they were back.
Well, we are like in special. So
So, I guess if you don't know me, I'm Natalie Montgomery. I'm the clerk treasurer. I think everybody knows me, but I asked the board to convene a special meeting, for the purpose of the line out there. There's so many questions about the line, but here's my proposals.
retired, so you're tardy, huh?
We've been here for the pantry. And we have to take a detour to get home.
Oh, you guys do have to, and I did think about that. I am really sorry about that.
And then to get back.
But that's what the Catholic said, they can take the bridge out, so we had to move. So I've been the clerk treasurer since 2018, and the lines outside of town have always been a mystery. Whose responsibility are they? I know we supply water to them. You know, there were boards and there were organizations years and years ago, and I don't think that stuff really exists anymore. I don't know. And when I talked to Sherry and she said they were moving and that they wanted to get water, I was like, okay, we need to gather. We need to figure out what to do and how to do it. So, they're your lines, is our understanding. We just supply the water. So, I guess Sherry and Larry would like to add on. So, I guess that's up to you guys. So, I asked the council to let us have a special meeting so you guys can talk about it, share any concerns that you have, all of the things like that before they move forward with that decision.
Yeah. I thought that we had ceded control over the water line a long time ago. But I don't know that for a fact.
I don't know that. I mean, all I know is, and I was started on the board in 2012, so I have been around a lot longer, like as far as the government here goes, than anybody else. And I know we had multiple discussions over the years about it and things like that, but I don't know that anybody ever gave control to us. I don't know. The last time there was a leak, Mark, did you repair it?
Yes.
I think you
And only for that.
more than once.
For that.
Everything that we've had was
Done that each time.
So all I've done is ask questions and try to talk to people and see like what the right thing is to do. I mean, the town would always like to pick up a new customer, but the last thing that we want to do is pick up a new customer at the expense of other customers' pressure or whatnot like that. I don't know.
I would like to say that, like, in the household right now, because we have a lot of vehicles up there. Like, we have, like, Larry and I that have, like, 4 vehicles. It's basically, it's Larry and I, our 4-year-old, and then, like, 1 rotating daughter. Like, when Greg gets there, Rylan's normally not. When Rylan's there, so it's not going to be, like, 8 or 10 people. It's basically 3 adults and a boat. So, I don't know if that helps, like, with any decision.
I think one thing that, I mean, didn't Wellman Freeman used to be on it there?
Training, yeah.
That's my property. It was originally on the original water line. I'm willing to give them my water rights for my property.
I think what I'm saying is I didn't think to win the other side.
So
Yeah.
So it's my understanding, to answer your question, Mike, it's my understanding that it's Birch and you guys and Smallville Hill, correct?
Right.
And Joni and Mike and the Yandos, and they're out of town right now. And then it's my understanding that it also goes down.
I think it goes down
To
to Bill.
Grace's.
Yeah.
Yes, to Grace Cheney,
Yeah.
Gladys Hayes.
Yeah.
That's the last residence, and she was also invited tonight. But I think that's the last residence on that particular one.
So what's your total number? 8?
So 1, 2, 3,
32 right there.
Yeah, cause your son's on it too, right?
No,
He's not on the water line? Okay. Well, but does he get water from the same line?
was yeah, well,
We have a well, he's on it. But when he went on it, that was the same address as property across the street. He's the only one's on that. We're on a well.
That should be 7.
So 6 houses, and then whatever, you had that, you had the trailer on it right there.
There was at one time.
Yeah, so that would be,
Another thing is that we plan on keeping, we have a well now, but it's not technically on our property. So there's always been an agreement, but that doesn't mean that agreement's always gonna be there. We plan on keeping the well and utilizing the well for like, he wants to build a shop, the well will go to the shop,
Outside stuff.
any outside like lawn watering. Like we don't want like the main, we just want the water for like drinking and
And the security.
And-
I mean, we all know, it's security, having, town waters, Orange County.
yeah, cause our well is literally like down the hill, closer to Tanya. Like it's way away from us. So if something happens to it, that's gonna be a big problem for us.
Mark, you'd know this. There's a 2-inch line comes up the hill and feeds us, right? 2-inch.
Correct.
Everybody else coming off it with 1-inch.
Probably 3/4.
Okay, yeah, 3/4. I mean, as I said, Freeman and Wilma had water, and I don't think we ever noticed a drop in pressure.
but we all had bad pressure. That's.
Yeah,
We all had bad pressure. I mean, I think, my thought is that the fact that the water tower is now up on the West Hill, that changed things. Do you agree with that? Under pressure? No?
Ours runs about 40 PSI, used to run about 34.
Our pressure's better since at least it seems like it is.
Fixed in around the pressure testing.
no, they did some pressure testing at fire hydrants down.
If you
here,
want,
that
you
was-
want to run a flow test, that'll tell you, that'll give you pressure and your flow.
What is it by the time it makes it to the flush hydrant up there by game? What size?
Jay said that when he's flushed that hydrant in the past, it is pretty low. And I feel like he gave an estimation the other day, but he didn't, I don't know what he said.
Well, Not only that, but there's the line neck down from 2-inch to, because to keep pressure, you have to get aggressively smaller.
I've got a couple shaky little maps that maybe tell us a little bit, but we just don't have a lot of documentation. I mean, it's just not, if it's here, I don't know where to find it.
Your tie-in point, I saw it one time, and Jerry might be able to show me, it's there in Chow line. Now, if I remember right, it's a 6-inch duct line. That's been 91, 92.
I feel like we just located some maps the other day, and I feel like Jay said that it is a 2-inch line running up the hill. I feel like that's what the map said. So, I actually looked for that map.
So there was ever, that you know, there was ever a contract or something.
I mean, I started digging through like, so by state statute, you can never get rid of meeting minutes. And I started digging like back through like when the lines were put in, and it's my understanding that that's like the 60s. And that one was first, and then the one over here was second. So I kind of started digging through to see if I could find some stuff in some meeting minutes, but that's like a huge puzzle piece of old stuff. I found some cool pictures and things like that, but I've never found anything about that. So it's just the hearsay and the talking to people and like that kind of stuff. So I've never found anything concrete.
So does the board have any desire for improvements? And take over the line?
That's you guys.
Well, I'm not telling that.
No, I mean, that's very true.
Hey, go ahead. Okay.
Well, anybody had any leaks or any problems?
Yeah. You've got 6 to 8 houses, let's call it, you got them on a 2-inch line. And if you know your flow at the end, you can probably figure out what the current pumps coming back. So then something back. Probably gonna find out they're like under the water. Pressure. Out of drop.
I thought the pipe system, you guys put in. Did you pay?
That was the question was, if we're having. Exactly.
Buying out for the line, taking care of the line from here on.
Nobody's here, no, I mean, nobody was here when, we weren't here when it was all that, they weren't saying. I mean, Birch's family was there, but Birch wouldn't have been born yet.
No, I think the only person that's still alive when that line was put in is my mom.
Yeah, I mean, if nobody's there.
What about Shirley?
Shirley, I'm sure she would know what.
Already talked. That was several years ago. So basically, I think at the time, it was pretty much the homeowners to the side. Town was involved from them, that's the way.
Whether they want them allowed on the line.
Yeah.
That's gonna be your decision
Right.
Yeah.
first off. Do you want them allowed on the line? That's all your decision. Alright. So then, you can work on things from there. Then you have to decide.
Okay, yeah, but our.
This is your meeting.
But our decision is based on.
Yes, I did.
We'd
Like, like a conversation on that, I've been piecing like a mystery together.
We went through stages where we didn't have this water pressure. And we tried
Pressure.
two things. We put a pump under our house to try to get better pressure. Well, then that failing us down to the point where we, they had no water when our pump was running, so took that out. The other thing we did, was we put a, how many gallon tank? 300-gallon tank in our garage, which, just filled with water. We're pumping water into it, the water just ran into it, naturally, and then we had a pump in the garage that only pumped out of that tank. Now, finally though, our pressure got better, and that's why I think that giving the water tower had to have made a difference because our pressure got better. And we no longer have that tank in our garage. So that's what we've had to do in the past. Who else has tanks in their basement?
What was that?
Tanks in the basement. Tanks,
They're the ones that come over and look at ours.
But, so that's, don't have them anymore.
So,
So that was our only concern, so was the pressure. Maybe the water tower being moved. I guess, that's all I could figure, but I could be wrong,
Already your line goes under the road.
It's there on that property, something that there was a trailer up to it there. There was a house there originally.
Wendy's house was there.
And then it burnt down and there was a trailer there for several years after
Because
that.
when we bought Wilma and Freeman's house, they took our trailer that we were living in and moved it there, and we're on the water line there. So they were on it and we were on it.
And so I know from her father that lived at, that had the house, and they had the old water tower. It was just barely feeding stream. In fact, it kept coming out of that meter. Now, since they moved it,
So
we have no problem.
your son is on the water line. And he
And
has
him
good
is
enough
girl,
pressure.
that's it.
He has good enough pressure.
They're not using a lot.
I understand that, but at least they have what they,
Yeah,
Not
they're,
can take a shower, right?
oh,
If
yeah,
want to.
they don't have
I
problems.
mean, that's kind of it, like, well, you gotta have enough water to take a shower, whatever. That's just what, that's what we're saying.
So we're downhill from Yondo's. Probably you guys, I don't know. They're not home during the day or anything, but walk.
Um, so I consulted Gary on this a little bit, on asking him like about going about all of this and everything. So since they are not our lines, they're considered private lines. So if you wanted to hook onto a line and tap, if you wanted to build a house and you wanted to tap, we would charge a tap fee and we would tap it and set the meter. But since these are private lines, after talking to the lawyer and after talking to Gary, our water operator, you guys would tap it and you guys would do everything and all we would do would be to come and install the meter itself and set the meter, but everything else would be on you guys at this point in time because it's a private way.
Yes.
So,
That's what we were expecting. So.
right.
So what's
So,
your cost for
there,
that?
nothing would come through, yeah, nothing would come through us except for to go and install the actual meter to read it. So it's really up to all of you guys if you let Sherry and Larry do that. We just kind of wanted to, for me, since I am like the face and I'm the one in and out that talks to everybody all the time, I just wanted to have everybody come together and talk about it and see what the plan going forward was.
So you as a board have no desire to improve that line and take it over?
What would it take to do that?
I mean, I think that's probably a lawyer conversation. That would be something that, like, as you guys as the homeowners, that was something we'd have to involve like Scott Craig
Yeah,
on.
before
you
that conversation happens, I mean, you ought to have some kind of idea what it costs and what your revenue is gonna be, because it may not,
I mean,
the numbers may not look at.
well, I mean, a minimum water bill is $32. So,
That's what I'm saying.
so yeah, over time, right, it's not, you know, with 6 or 7 households on there, that's definitely not a, now, something that can happen, I will say this, because I did talk to the lawyer about, we had joint hit a couple lines on the other farmer's line on that side. And so in that discussion, you know, he said that we could add a fee, we could add a maintenance fee to everybody on that line and hold that money for them. And then the event that they had a break over there, there's money there to repair that. And that's how it was done before, is my understanding. But as people have passed away and all of those things, you know, there is someone that says that they still have a board meeting on that side, which I don't know if that's true or not. But she said that they do have money set aside for leaks, but they didn't put any money forth when we had the leaks that joint caused. So,
I know I got denied one time and I got pretty heated over it last night.
yeah, so I don't know the right thing, but we can do that. We could create a fund and we could charge a fee and hold that money here and go from there. I mean, that is an option too. As far as taking them over though, that's like a legal question I have to do a little more digging on, or someone else has to do some more digging on.
So how hard would it be for somebody if they wanted to tap onto your 6-inch line and continue up there?
I don't know that I can answer that part. Maybe Jace.
I don't think it'd be difficult. The biggest issue on that line's always gonna be pressure.
What kind of pressure do you feel like you get when you flush that hydrant?
Down by Mulligan, on the hill, that is, out of that hydrant, 30 pounds or less. I mean, it's a trickle at that point for a hydrant.
What would it flow, like how many gallons?
I've never done a gallon per minute. I'm just judging. It's nowhere near like in town, you're seeing 70 pound of pressure, but out there, I mean, gravity and pressure wise, you're just not seeing it. I mean, we could run a test on that hydrant. That wouldn't be an issue. Just to have an actual idea of what the pressure is on that line. Pressure on the line in our basement's 40 PSI. But the only reason I keep talking about gallons per minute is at 40 PSI at our house, we're only halfway down. Well, then you go another half mile. Right. It'll continue to drop off. Right. Pressure and flow would be nice to know. Yeah, absolutely. And the only place I can test it would be that hydrant at the end of the line.
Where's that?
It's right across from Yando, which your last house would be all the day.
Not the haircut business or the back. Those blue house on that street, talk on the hill before you go.
Crossing where the substation used to be.
Okay.
It's not so much. That makes pressure. Yeah. I understand. I misunderstood.
What size are our lines going with our house?
Are you in town? They differ per area. Anywhere from 2 to
6 inch.
From the meter.
Oh, from the meter, probably 3/4 to an inch.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
so-
From the meter would be very big, it's what rushes from the water main and the street, take a big
Pressure lines, yeah.
so I guess the question is anybody okay with Sherry and Larry hooking on? Are they, I mean, does
I
that,
don't care, as long as it doesn't, I mean, it's not gonna affect us, so, I mean, obviously I don't care. But I would probably encourage them to do it up by their house, across the road, rather than having to come back
well, that's what I'm wondering, is it,
100 yards.
if you even need to use that old service of Arnie's, or if you need to just tap into what's there.
Yeah, no, we would rather not. have that, but
Right, cause that is kind of far away.
Yeah, we would
So-
rather, yeah, and we understand that that's possibly, it's going to come from us. I did talk to Drew and Shirley, they weren't able to be here tonight, 'cause they went out of town,
Yeah,
but they did say that like they didn't have a problem with it.
Yeah, they've sent
Yeah.
us,
yeah, he came by and signed a letter, yeah.
And real quick too, we have no hard feelings no matter what. I mean, you
Right.
guys have been there a lot longer than us, you know what I mean? I think like going like, well, them son of a guns told me no, you know? No, it's just the way it is, so. Respect. Yeah.
Yeah.
We decided we would try to get on it, you know?
Yeah, no, so either way, we understood it.
Right.
Yeah, just for us, and, like,
Just
would be nice
the
to,
security blanket, to be honest.
yeah.
Well, I just thought maybe everybody should come together and have a conversation.
No, I agree, and I appreciate giving us this opportunity.
Yeah.
So,
So,
it's no more like, well, this can happen, or this can happen, so this, so that, you know, that's.
So
Lance
you want
words?
to decide or not?
I mean, it's not our decision, it's ours.
We could small
I-
turn, can't as long as the top. Wait, this-
Yeah, that's what I mean.
As long
I
as they
think
have
as long as you
your little-
put in the same size line that we have,
Right.
3/4 inch,
Well, actually, I think Larry kind of mentioned that he was.
I don't see how it
talking
could
about-
possibly change anything since we already had another person on the line to begin with. Now, I think if it came up again, you know, like another person and another person and another person, then we would, I think, be taxing
right.
what's there, but I think it's already proven that it could handle one more anyway.
All the hills, how do you guys feel?
We don't have any problem with our alarms.
You're okay with that too? Birch, where you at on this?
It's basically a zero sum because all the service was there before. I mean, Artie's not using where Mindy's house was. So that just replaces that, right?
I would think so, yeah,
Zero sum.
yeah, I would think so.
It would be nice to know what it's like.
And Jason can do some testing on the hydrant at the end. He can get with Gary. I already talked to Gary once today, so.
I think it helps that you're still gonna use the level for everything outside of the house too.
Right.
Yeah,
Which is gonna.
Yeah, I plan on, you know, maintaining it, put money in, but you never know, stuff silts in,
Sure,
and
absolutely.
then somebody get in an accident tonight, they sell their property and someone tells me, your well's on my property.
Right.
Now we're in that legal
Right.
fight.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at, paying guys, you know, it's just.
I also don't think, you know, the onus should be on Mark to repair it. I have no problem with a, you know, with a collective
Fee.
fee,
Yeah.
because I mean,
Happy to sell everybody an
it'd be
excavator.
years.
what did he say?
He said he'd be happy to sell you an excavator and all the stuff to do.
I also would be, if you guys want to put a maintenance fee in, I would not have any objections to that.
Well, I mean, it sounds like everybody's in agreement on what you guys want.
$60
So,
fee on there.
so I guess, yeah, not like it really, I don't know it's fair on that, but I do know that the lawyer for the town, he said they do that in Hillsdale. There's a couple small cooperative water places where they do that, and then they hold money, so I can look into that more for you. But it sounds like you guys all agree to let Sherry and Larry hook on. You guys wanna just work with me at some point, and let me
Yeah,
know when you plan to do that, and then, so Gary can be around, like, he's our water operator, but once you guys set that, then we can come and do the meter, and, you can also, like, there'll be some supplies that you need to go along with our meter, like the set and everything like that, but since that's not our line, we can supply you with that, but it'll be, you know, right, but it's, our meter will not cost, obviously, so, yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
yeah,
that's a good thing.
yeah.
And
So-
Jace, can you get the flow test done on them?
Yeah, I'm texting Gary now.
Okay.
Get it done this week, possibly.
That way it basically gives you guys.
And I'll look more into like, how you add a fee, like how that would work and what, how that works in other places, so I can do some more research on that, but. Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys.
Yeah,
Like,
okay, yeah,
I
thanks.
appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mark, if you go ahead, that's a good deal.
Yeah, I was gonna say, special meetings closed. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I did, trouble.
I haven't lived that, we can run it.
Yeah, that's what she-
I'm sure it's fine.